Okay, I'm working on a trailer lamp. This is a sealed unit that was on my tow dolly, and it's got a 3-pin connector on the back with ground and brake light and turn signal. And I decided to open it up and see if I could repair it, because it was not working. The other one works fine. So I was able to just crack open the lens, take the lens off here, and what I found inside was this light bulb that was suspended on this rubber hanger here. And the light bulb is just soldered. So I figured, I might as well just unsolder that light bulb and solder my own in. So that's what I'm going to do. Looks like water has gotten into the bulb. It's pretty well frosted and come away from the base there. And this one is a 1057 is what the number is on the bulb there. I don't know if you can read it or not. I don't have a 1057, but I found this one here, which can't read any numbers on it, but I measured the voltages and or the current anyway that it requires, and it's slightly less. This one's about 1.9 amps and 0.5, and this one is about 1.6 amps and 0.4 on the low side. So that'll work for me. It might be slightly dimmer, but that's fine. And so what I'm going to do is key off of the wiring here. There's a blue and an orange wire. I know the white wire is onto the negative. And so what I can do is, I see there's a low pin and a high pin here. And so that's how I'm going to polarize it. So on my bulb here, I also have a low pin and a high pin, so they do correlate. So I'm going to put the blue, I'm just going to move the blue wire from this old bulb to the new one. And so we'll do it one at a time here. I know the white is that one just came off actually, didn't have to do anything. I'll take this blue one off first. Actually, I'm going to cut and strip the wire a little. That's probably not going to be a good connection for me. I'll do the same on this white one here. And I'm just going to silicone the lens back on when I get done. And might actually drill a little hole in the base to let fluid get out of it. So they just had the wiring going down in the side there. I guess that's what I'm going to do. This rubber piece just pops right out. It's just, I guess it helps the bulb survive the shock and all, I guess. So let's see, right here is where I want I'm going to try and use this to hold the bulb in place, I guess. Want that blue one right there. I'm going to tin the wire a little first. And don't want to put heat on the bulb very long, just long enough to get the solder to stick. So I got the blue one on. I'm just going to transfer this orange one now. I was just going to go buy some LED replacements for these, but after I got to looking at it, I realized one of them works fine, the other one doesn't. So, and hardly ever use this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to repair it with what I have laying around. I can always go buy LED things later. But these are, let's see, I've had these since 96, I guess. So they've been hanging in there for me pretty well. So now I've got the blue and the orange. I just have to, what I'm going to do, I've done, you have to kind of scrape away the plating a little bit to get the solder to stick. I just know this from past experience. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and start, see if I can get a little bit of solder to stick on there. Yep, so you can see I'm only able to get it to stick where I've scraped it there. Which is fine, that's just in the place I need it to stick. Now I've got this white wire here, I'm going to bring it around. This is the ground. Just going to bring it down there and set that on there. I think I want a generous amount of solder there. That looks good. I'm not sure what the purpose of the piece of tape was here for on this old one. Don't really understand what the point of that whatever it did, it didn't work. Whatever it's supposed to do. So now I've got the bulb. I'm just going to put this carrier back in here. It's a pretty cool little rubber thing. I don't know what. I guess it helps the bulb stay around it. It's an isolator, I suppose, from shock. So I've got it in there now. And now all I have to do is glue the case back on. Before I do, I'm going to test it. I'm going to take it outside and plug it in, make sure it works before I glue it back, and because that would be a bummer to glue this back in place and then have to open it up again. So I'm out here working on the trailer. You can see this is the good bulb here. It's just floats around inside that grommet there. It's got a 3-pin connector. And this is the one I'm working on over here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and plug it in and apply the battery to it. This is the 3-pin plug here. I've had this all these years and I never really knew about that. I never really investigated the wiring. So that's pretty handy. It plugs in there. Of course, I'm going to glue the lens in after I test the lamp. So I'm going to go apply voltage to the circuits and see if it works. I'll hook up the ground here. And then I'm going to hook up this is the park light. I think that should be the park light. Should be kind of dim. Yeah, that's good. And then the next one is going to be the brake light. Or a turn signal. And that's the brighter one. That's good. Works good. And I'm just going to compare it. I'm going to go over here and compare it to this one. Let's see. So this is the other one. This one should be bright as well, relatively. And then the next one should be dim. This is the park light. That should be both of them on now. So that one's lit up, and this one is too. Good. These lenses here, these are also turn signals that I also use in addition to the other lamps. I've got some vehicles that I've got wired up for isolators, and they use a different circuit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this up now. It looks like it's working. So I've confirmed that the lamp works, and it's so I can go ahead and glue it up. I'm going to be using this glue here. I'm not sure if it's a mistake or not, but it works on plastics, and so I'm going to give it a shot. And the trick is I want to find where this was before, so that it will fit nicely. It kind of just drops in right there, and that's the logo across the top there. So I'm going to go with that. It just like I can rotate it and it feels like it just drops in there. I'm going to put a generous bead of adhesive around this thing, and hopefully she will seal up. I'm also, like I said, I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom to if any water does get in, it'll have a way to get out. I'd say that's a generous bead there. This is Lexan, it's labeled as anyway. And I'm just going to use a piece of plastic here to smooth that. So I'm going to let that set up. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but I'm going to let it set up a good long while because I'm in no rush. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck with your projects. So this is the one that was working all along. I'm going to go ahead and put some dielectric grease in the connection. Just to ward off any evil spirits or whatnot. Come on now, get in there. Here we go. And then this is the weird part. I might have to get some Vaseline to get that to work in there. Actually, I guess I could just use some of this dielectric grease. Kind of help it get there. And there's a top and a bottom. It's labeled top, so I guess it's handy to have that correct as well. Here we go. Ooh, that got her in there. Good. So that's in correctly.